All too often, we come across some of our epiphytic orchids that are generally out of reach. You can't see them, or you can't see the flowers very well because they're too high, but not with this fantastic clump here. This is Ansellia africana, our indigenous leopard orchid, probably the most recognizable of our epiphytic orchids here in Zambia, and in some ways across all of continental Africa. This I find a particularly lovely form. It has quite wide, thick, stubby leaves, whereas usually the plants I come across have quite narrow leaves and they can be quite long. And then it also has these fairly short inflorescences. Some specimens that you come across can have sprays that reach out well beyond the foliage leaves. These are just born just above the leaves, with a particularly kind of not hugely strong, but a nice yellow with really fine spotting of the kind of maroon brown around the sepals and the petals. I find this a particularly lovely form, and what's even nicer about this is that about a year ago, I came around with the owner of the property that I'm on at the moment. This had been torn off, this whole clump had been torn off by one of the game animals, and we just affixed it to another branch of the same tree that it was growing on. And not only has it taken, it's thrived. It's got five inflorescences this year. It has a seed pod that it actually was able to produce from last year. I will, with the permission of the owner, also harvest these seeds once they're ripe. I'm going to hopefully try and grow this from seed, which I have been successful in growing Ansellia from seed of material that I have at my place, but I don't have anything quite as lovely and as thick as these leaves here. So fingers crossed, in another few years I'll have my own material from this plant that I can then spread around the farm and reintroduce some back onto the property here effectively. But I am stoked to see how well that this has taken, and I hope to see many more blooms in the future.